All right, let's talk about something that drives every single business owner crazy. You pour your heart, soul, and money into getting a new customer. You land them, you celebrate the win, and then, poof, they're gone. It's this exhausting and frankly expensive treadmill. Well, today we're cracking open a playbook designed to stop that cycle for good. And if you need one number to really drive this home, here it is. It costs 5 times more to get a new customer than it does to just keep the ones you already have. This isn't just a fun fact for a trivia night. It's the cold, hard math behind the leaky bucket problem. You're just constantly trying to fill it up while your hard-won customers are draining right out the bottom. Just let that sink in for a second. 5 times the cost. Every single time a customer decides to walk away, you're not just losing their business, you're signing up for a bill that's 5 times higher to replace them. That is a recipe for stalled growth and a marketing budget that just bleeds cash. So yeah, this leaky bucket isn't just a small drip. It can be a massive hole in your entire business model, especially if you're only focused on getting new people in the door. The big question is, how do you plug the leaks? Well, we're about to get an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the answer presented in an ebook called Keep Them Coming Back. So let's pull back the curtain and get that sneak peek. We're going to look at some of the key frameworks inside this playbook, because the big idea here is that customer retention isn't magic. It's not about luck. It's about having a real, structured system in place to turn those first-time buyers into fans for life. And here is the first major aha moment from the book. You're looking at the core system. See, it reframes retention as something you build, not something you just hope for. It's got all these interlocking pieces you see here, making decisions with data, actually mapping out the customer's journey, getting personal. The whole point is to stop crossing your fingers and start actively engineering loyalty. But it doesn't just stop at the what to do. The playbook goes deeper into the why. Why do customers actually stick around? It turns out it's way more psychological than transactional. Things like cognitive ease, which is really just about making it an absolute no-brainer for them to choose you again. Or identity integration. This is huge. It's when your brand becomes a little piece of who they are. Now, loyalty programs. So many of them just don't work. This is the book's blueprint for making one that actually does. And it argues that most programs fail because they're missing one of these 3 pillars. You need real engagement, not just points. It has to have a measurable financial impact for the business. And of course, it has to deliver real, tangible member satisfaction. You miss one, and the whole thing can fall apart. Okay, personalization. It's a buzzword we all hear, but what does it actually mean to do it well? This is one of my favorite parts. The book gives you a framework, breaking down data into these 5 different types. You start broad with demographics, and then you layer it all the way down to contextual stuff, like where they are right now or what they just did on your site. When you combine these layers, you can create those amazing experiences, like Netflix has, where customers feel like you just get them. This quote from a customer in the book just hits so hard. It perfectly captures that shift from being reactive to being proactive. Your customers are tired of having to call you when something's wrong. The game changer is using your data and a little bit of empathy to see problems coming and solve them before your customer even has to complain. That's how you build real trust. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I can just Google customer retention tips, right? And sure, you can. But this playbook makes the case that what it offers is a genuine unfair advantage, because it's not about random tips. It's about giving you a complete, connected system. And this slide really lays it all out. On one side, you've got free blog posts, scattered info, generic advice. Sometimes one article says the exact opposite of another. There's no clear path. But on the other side, this ebook is designed to be a structured system. It gives you proven frameworks, curated expertise, and most importantly, clear, actionable steps. It's the difference between having a pile of ingredients and having the actual recipe from a master chef. So after peeking inside at the system, the psychology, and the strategies, it all really boils down to a simple decision. Are you going to keep scrambling to put little patches on that leaky bucket? Or are you going to make this small investment to build a stronger foundation so your customers have a reason to stay for good? And that leads us to the final and maybe the most important question of all. Forget the cost of the ebook for a second. Let's think about the real cost of doing nothing. What happens if you just keep going the way you're going now with that leaky bucket still draining your business? Well, first and most obviously, you're going to lose more customers. And every single one that walks out the door is not just lost revenue, it's that 5 times higher replacement cost kicking in again and again and again. Second, you're just going to keep wasting marketing dollars. You'll pour money into ads and campaigns trying to fill the bucket, but since it's still leaking, you're getting a terrible return on that investment. It's like trying to fill a swimming pool with a hole in the bottom. And the ultimate result of all this? Stagnant growth. It is so hard to build real, sustainable momentum when you're stuck on the acquisition treadmill. You never get to unlock that incredible compounding power that comes from a base of truly loyal, happy customers. So there you have it, a look inside the Keep Them Coming Back playbook. If fixing that leaky bucket for good sounds like a priority, then this is your complete guide. The instructions are right there on the screen. Go get the entire playbook right now. One more time, that's $5ebookhub.com. It's everything you need to shift from constantly chasing new customers to building a business they'll never want to leave. Go check it out. Fuel your mind for less than the cost of a morning coffee.